So making us Chicago proud this morning is the star of the hottest show in the city, Hamilton. So off the stage, Miguel Cervantes is playing a big role in the fight against epilepsy. And now you can join that fight as well, all while enjoying your morning coffee. So joining us live in the studio is Hamilton star, of course, Miguel Cervantes, and Michael Schultz from Fairgrounds Coffee and Tea. So great to have both of you there and raise more awareness. And I know, Miguel, you have been such a part of this. We've talked before. For those people who are not familiar with what you've been through, you arrived in Chicago, you're starring in Hamilton, and in your personal life, there's so much going on.
Yeah, you know, as Hamilton was coming into my life, we also were learning that my daughter was suffering from epilepsy. So as my life was changing in this amazing, great way, our lives, my family's life, Kelly, my wife and I were also learning that our life was changing in a pretty terrible way as well. So as we transitioned into Chicago and into Hamilton and all the amazing things that Hamilton was happening, we also started to learn about the struggles that we were going to have with epilepsy, and that families who suffer, the people who suffer and the families that suffer with trying to find help with this disease and with this condition. And so we realized that as we were struggling with this, we could also use the Hamilton soapbox to be able to stand up and raise awareness and help as much as we could, as we were learning how difficult this thing is.
Right. Adelaide is absolutely beautiful. What have you learned going through this process? Well,
we've learned very quickly that there's a lot to learn. You know, these days we always think that when you go to the doctor, they're going to tell you what's wrong, and then here's how we fix it. Well, epilepsy and anything that's neurological, they're still learning so many things, and the drugs are some of them work, some of them don't, and the side effects are terrible. And so there's Cure, who we work, Citizens United for Research in Epilepsy, is working to find better treatments, to find better drugs, and look eventually for a cure so that these seizures can stop and not just be tolerated or dealt with, and how we can live with it as opposed to just we need to stop it. And that's something that we've learned needs to be done.
Right. And Michael, this is where you come in, because you heard about Miguel and his family's story and you thought, you know what, I can do something about this. And this pertains to all of you who are watching right now. You can be a part of this. Explain how.
Yeah, everybody can take a part, and you know, in this case, it was just a dad helping a dad. We want to spread awareness. We want everyone to know that you can help. You can come to any Fairgrounds location. You can go to any Mariano store and buy Fairgrounds Adelaide's Blend and Help.
Adelaide's Blend, named after Adelaide too. And tell us, the money, 20% of the money will go to Cure?
That's right, 20% goes to Cure, but the real effort is spreading the word and letting everybody know that this impacts so many families, and there's real life heroes like Miguel and Kelly who are fighting the good fight.
And Miguel, I just have to ask you, you probably got off stage last night at like what time?
Midnight. I got home at about midnight and wind down, and remembered I had to get up here early in the morning, so.
And that's why I want to just thank you so much, because I know you're busy. I know you're both busy, and just to raise awareness and know that you've been on stage last night and fighting for your daughter and continuing that fight too. Thank you both.
Thanks so much for having us.
All right, so for all of you out there, Adelaide's Blend is available at all Fairgrounds Coffee and Tea locations. It's also available at Mariano's grocery store and online. Diane, a coffee drinker, said this coffee is fabulous. So go try it out.
I did. I raced out to go buy it, especially knowing it was going to a good cause. Stacey, thanks so much.
Yes.
Hey, if you like that video, be sure to subscribe to our ABC7 Chicago YouTube channel.